Hello and good morning. Let's take a look here. We're going to do a little more review. And these are miscellaneous problems, okay? So make sure you understand them because they are on the EOC. First of all, if you're retesting, you have from now to Friday, and that's it. Remember, retesting is better or worse. If you do worse, then that grade will stay. This one right here is a proportion. You're going to put the vertical over the vertical. So 5 feet over x equals 7, the flat, over the flat. Is the way I do it. Are there other ways to do it? Sure. But this is the way I do it. So I'm going to cross multiply, that's 150, I think, equals 7x. And then I divide by 7, and I get my answer. So I take my calculator, and I take 150 divided by 7. And when I do, I get 21.4. Any questions on how to do the proportion problems? Let's take a look at another one. Remember I said separate the triangles? So you have a little triangle, which looks like this. And then you have a big right triangle, which looks like this. This is 1 mile, but it's 5,280 feet. They have to be in the same measurement. See how this is 100 feet? And this is 1,000 feet. But this one was 1 mile. So you got to change it to all feet. Or you could change it to all miles. But I'm going to do feet because it's easier. So I'm going to do the vertical over the vertical. And then the flat over the flat. And then I'm going to cross multiply. So when I do, I'm going to get 5280 with 2 zeros. And then this is going to be 1000x. And when I divide by 1000, these 2 zeros cancel. So I get x is equal to, in this particular case, I'm going to take 5280, or 528 rather, divided by 10. And really you just move the decimal one place to the left. So I think it's going to be 52.8, and it is. 52.8 feet. And that's how you do that. Remember, they have to be in the same measurement, and also remember, if they're together, separate them. All right, on a new sheet of paper, put this down. You're going to turn this in as well. Make sure you put a date on there, right here, okay? All right, so it says find an equation through that point parallel and perpendicular. This is definitely on the EOC. So if you want your grade to go up, your score, this is the way to do it. Well, to do this, you have to first find your slope here, and that's all we want. So we're going to move the 3x, so you're going to get y equals a negative 3x plus 10. And your slope here is right there, the number in front of the x. So what you want to do is use the point slope formula. So y minus my y equals my slope, and then x minus my x, which is that. And you could clean this up and put a plus sign right here. And that's parallel. That's number one. Let's do perpendicular. Perpendicular is basically the same thing. So you're going to do y minus 4 equals, and then x plus 2, that stays the same. The only thing that changes here is the slope. Remember, if you go perpendicular, which is 90 degrees, you're going to flip, change, or negative reciprocal is what the book says. Copy that down because that's the way they're going to word it. So if you take negative 3 and write it as a fraction, and you flip it and change it, if you change it, it's a positive. So you want to use 1/3 here. And there it is. And that's parallel and perpendicular. Now, does it get harder? Yeah, it does, because they might tell you to put it in slope-intercept form. Okay, now watch how I do this. We're going to take number 1, and we're going to do slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Now, you got 3 forms, all right? You got point slope, then you have slope-intercept, and then you have standard form. 3 forms. Memorize those. All right, so let's take number 1. right there. And let's get y by itself. So to get y by itself, which is right here, you would distribute like that. And then you would add 4 to both sides. And you get y equals negative 3x minus 2. And that is called slope-intercept form. And you need to know how to do that. Let's go to number 2. Or let's stay with this one, and let's go to standard form. Well, standard form is you just want to move this to the other side. So it's going to become a positive 3x when you go to the other side, plus y equals negative 2. That's easy on this one. And there it is. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is to take this one Now this one's a little tricky here because of that fraction. And the best way to do this is to multiply everything by 3. And when you multiply by 3, this cancels. So you're going to get 3y minus 12 is equal to x plus 2. Trust me, this is the easiest way. So to get it y by itself, you're going to move this over here and get a plus 12. So you're going to get 3y is equal to x plus 14. Then you're going to divide by 3, and whatever you get is your answer. Okay? So y equals 1x over 3 plus whatever 14 over 3 is. That is called slope-intercept form. Now to get it in standard form, I would leave it like this and then just move the x to the other side. So you're going to get a negative x plus 3y, and then move that 12 to the other side. That becomes a plus 12. So 2 plus 12 is going to give you 14. Now, they don't like a negative in the front, so go through here and change your signs. You have to know how to do this, okay? This is especially when you get to Algebra 2. And there it is. This is standard form. All right, now it's your turn. I want you to take this equation here, find your slope, and I want you to do parallel and perpendicular first. Okay? So let's do that. Let's do parallel. So here's your slope. So it's going to be y minus my y, which is right here, equals my slope, and then x minus my x. Now it's nice having 0 here. All right, we're done. Now to get y equals mx plus b, which is the next form, we'll do that in a second. To get perpendicular, you're going to take 4, you're going to make it a fraction, you're going to flip it and change it. So that becomes a negative 1/4. So it's going to be y minus 4 equals negative 1/4 x minus 0. Now if you didn't learn this before, you need to learn it now. All right, I want you to take this one and I want you to put it as y equals. And then I want you to put it as standard form. Okay, try and do that. Well, to get y by itself, the 0, you can just get rid of that. So it's going to be y minus 4 equals 4x. Move this to the other side and you get y equals 4x plus 4, and you're done. To get it in standard form, you're just going to move that to the other side. So that becomes a negative 4x. And then you're going to change all your signs because you don't want that one to be a negative. And that's your answer. Make sure you understand that. Okay, and we could do this one, but I'm not going to do that one. We're going to do one more today, and this is going to be it. Copy this problem down here, graph it, and make a right triangle. So negative 9, down, 9, put an A. This point is over 5. Down, down 2. Make a right triangle. Okay, remember? Now, do your rise. Your rise is from here to here. So I'm going to go over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7. Make sure that's right. This one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 1 and 9 this way, I think it was. So that's 14. Okay, so we have the rise and the run. Now the ratio here is 3 to 4. So put 3 plus 4, and you're going to get 7. So you're going to do 3 over 7 and change that to a decimal. Memorize this, okay? I'm probably giving you the best review I've ever given. So 3 divided by 7 on this one is going to be 0.43, we're going to say. So we're going to take 0.43 and we're going to multiply it to the run. And 0.43, we're going to multiply it to the rise. And we're going to get some number. And to that number, we're going to take the x and put a minus 9. And we're going to take the y and put a minus 9. So let's see what we get. Get your calculator out. So 0.43 times 14 equals minus 9. I get negative 3. And that's what I think they're going to have on that. Okay? And then watch this one. 0.43 times 7. Press equals. And then minus 9. And I'm going to get 6 on that. So the answer should be negative 3 and negative 6. And let's see if that's what they had. And there it is right there. Okay, that's pretty much it. I gave you the best review I possibly could, and I wish you the best on your exam. Let's keep moving. Let's turn to MCR. All right, so in MCR, you got a factor. So this one is x times x, and this one is x times x plus 1, and then this cancels. So your final answer is right here, and you're done. No, you can't break that up. Okay, some of you, I looked at your homework, and you must not have been paying attention. This one right here, you want a 1, so it's 7 times 8. We want a negative right here and a plus right there. Now my guess is one of these is going to be that. I think it's 3 times 8 is 24, and when you subtract these two, you get 5. So you want a negative here and a positive here, and then this cancels. So that's your final answer. Here's today's work. Good luck on your exams. And please don't write on my desk. Okay, if you have something you need to say to me, please come see me in person. Have a good day.